got some big news with the non-lucrative visas. Not the best of news, but big news. Yeah, we're going to crack on with them, but big news. So IPREM this year has gone up. IPREM, what is IPREM? IPREM is a calculation that we use here in Spain, well, the government uses, and the various different agencies and government administrations who deal with pensions and benefit payouts and stuff like that use IPREM to calculate what they will be paying people. But immigration also use it to calculate how much you need for a non-lucrative visa. Now, what's happened this year is it's jumped up from monthly, it's jumped up from 579 to 600 euros. So how does that affect the visas? Well, what happens is to get a non-lucrative visa, as you may know, you may see on the internet, you need to have 4 times the annual IPREM rate. So this has now jumped to the annual rate 7,200. So that now means a single applicant who wants a non-lucrative visa will have to prove they have in passive income or savings or a combination of both 28,800 euros. So when I'm going to talk about these figures that we're going to talk about now, we're talking about passive income, savings, or a combination of both. I'm also going to explain what that means for renewals as well. Okay, so for a single applicant going through the consulate, you will need 28,800 euros. If you have somebody applying with you, then for each, should we say, beneficiary, they call them, or joint applications, people who are applying together as a joint family unit, you add an extra 100% IPREM per person. So you'll be having 7,200 euros to the 28,800 euros if you're a couple, and for a couple you now need 36,000 euros straight. Now imagine that there's 4 of you applying, okay, and you're in a family unit. Well, 4 of you, this now pushes you up to 50,400 euros. Okay, so a family of 4 applying would need, so we know, passive income, savings, or a combination of both, of 50,400 euros. And that is for your first year. Okay, so as I say, it's top the 50 grand for a family of 4. You know, non-lucrative visa. What happens there? A lot of time people are coming over on a non-lucrative visa and their family, a family with kids. Then maybe they are working off of savings because they're not pensionable age. It pushes that up quite a bit. Okay, so that's massive news for non-lucrative visas. Just go over that again. I'm going to put these in the video below as well. But 28,800 euros for a single applicant. For a couple, it's 36,000 euros. For a family of 3, it's 43,200, and now for a family of 4, it's 50,400 euros. Okay, but it doesn't only affect the initial application, because evidently at the end of year 1 you have to renew, and you're going to renew for 2 years. Okay, 2 years. All right. Now, slight disclaimer on the video now. There has been some talk on the internet about you only having to have 1 year's money for a renewal. Okay, right, so the first thing here at Upsticks, we always advise people they need 2 years. Okay, our advice is that we need 2 years. The reason you need 2 years is because you are applying for 2 years. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, all right. Now there is a difference between passive recurring income and savings. Okay, passive recurring income, and we recently got a letter from Alicante which stated passive recurring income. Okay, you need 400% IPREM of passive recurring income per year. So passive recurring income is counted as double. So if you've got a pension which is 1,000 euros a month over the 2-year period, evidently that's going to be classed as 24,000 euros, not 12, because it's passive recurring. It recurs 24 times during that renewal period. Okay, so that would be counted as 24 grand. All right. Savings, on the other hand, are only one lump sum. Okay, so savings are then divided by the 24 to make sure that you meet the minimum requirement. Okay, so as I say to all my clients, now I have letters from Malaga, Alicante and Almeria which state this from immigration, that when they come back to us and said, oh no, we want them to prove this. I'm sure there's been cases out there where people have got through with less. There might be, as we know, each case is dealt on an individual case basis. Here at Upsticks, I'm afraid our internal rules are that we abide by what we've been told by immigration, and it's passive recurring is counted as double because it's recurring, and savings you need to have double. Okay, so what's that mean in terms of how much you're going to need if you're applying for a renewal? If you're applying for a renewal, a single applicant in the first year, after the first year, they've been here for a year, they've been here for 12 months, and now submitting their documents for a renewal, will need passive recurring income or savings, okay, or a combination of both, of 57,600 euros. Okay, so say for example you've got a lump sum of 30 grand in the bank, but you have passive recurring income over the 2 years of 27,600. Well, that's going to be fine. Okay, now for a couple, that's 72,000. So for people who are working only on savings, okay, that's pushed it up quite a bit. And for people who are planning on getting over the 5 years using savings, we have clients who have cashed in all their chips at home, and they have parked in a bank the renewal number, the money, maybe in a savings account or something here in Spain, and they're living off the rest of their money, or they're waiting for a pension to kick in or something like that. Well, if you only stuck in last year's amount, then you're going to be short. So looking forward to the future for people who are going to be using savings for their non-lucrative visa renewals, it'd be good also just to look at how much IPREM's gone up. I'm pretty sure it might go up again next year a little bit. So put a little bit extra in that savings pot just to cover the rises that we're undoubtedly going to get annually. All right, so yeah, so that's it. Just to go over that again, so IPREM has now gone up to €7,200, 12 payments in a year, which is times 4 for an initial applicant for 12 months. Going for a non-lucrative visa, you'll need 28,800 euros if you're a single applicant, and if you're a couple, you'll need 36,000 euros. And when you come to do your renewal, you're going to need, for a single applicant, passive recurring income, okay, remember that, or savings of 57,600 euros, or a combination of both. And for a couple, that is now at 72,000 euros. Okay. As always, thanks for watching. I'm going to publish the figures down here. It's gone up quite a bit. You know, it's gone up the last 5 years. It's gone up quite a bit, IPREM, but so is the cost of living. We've had a lot of crises and COVID and everything else. So there we go. Let's see where this goes next year. Thanks for watching the video. If you've got any comments, please leave them below. And if you like what we do, please subscribe. And you can contact us using one of the forms below.